Hi everyone, I'm Paul Vincent, CEO of Neuranet, and got Rob Webster with me today, who is product manager of Flexitive Design Cloud. So just a little bit of background on Neuranet. We were formed in 2013 and we launched Flexitive in 2015. So we've been going a few years. So why did we create Flexitive? There's so many channels and targeting opportunities now to reach audiences, but the challenge with that is there are just so many sizes, variations, resolutions to build for, and they're growing every day. And also the formats, so video, HTML5, and GIF, JPEG. So our vision is that all design will go responsive. So this is an example of a responsive movie poster that we built in Flexitive. You can actually build this right now in Flexitive pretty quickly. And we built responsive design technology into Flexitive from the ground up. So that you don't only have to build responsive designs in Flexitive. The responsive design tech actually helps you build the fixed sizes faster. So we'll be going into a 4-minute demo with Rob in a minute. I've just got a couple of slides just to set the stage of what he's going to show. So what we're going to cover is how to create animated responsive design elements that adapt to unlimited sizes, and how you upload a set of high-resolution assets from Photoshop or Illustrator. We complement the Adobe Suite and other tools, and how you can export to multiple formats. We'll cover responsive global assets, so you can either have a responsive logo that's embedded across hundreds of designs, or a responsive full-page responsive design, and then automated variations. So I'll pass it over to Rob to do the actual demo.
Awesome. So I'm just going to jump right in. So what I've got here is I've actually built out the the starting point of a responsive design. So I've got 3 sizes already built. And I'm going to start by just showing you how I can take this and scale it across a wide variety of responsive sizes as well as fixed sizes. So once you got your first sizes built in Flexitive, all you need to do to create a new one is just click on it. And Flexitive is going to automatically adapt the layout for you into this new, in this case, 2:1 aspect ratio. And it's usually going to do a really good job. Every once in a while, you might want to jump in, make a couple quick edits. So forgive me for any roughness to this design. Just going to try and do it super, super quickly here. Bring this down a bit. And now I've got brand new 3:1 aspect ratio as well. And as you build more and more in Flexitive, it becomes more able to create new sizes. So this 4:1 is going to adapt from this 3:1 for me, and the 5:1. You can also do full screen sizes, so 4:3, 16:10, 5:3, just some standard full screen sizes for you, and portrait versions as well. From here, just activate some in-page sizes as well, so 1:2, 1:3. One thing that I did want to highlight is with this 1:3, you'll notice the logo has actually changed. In my previous versions, it was this landscape version. I've now got a portrait version logo, so I'm going to jump in and show you exactly how we did that. This logo has actually been uploaded as a responsive global asset. So because this asset is responsive, as I resize it, it's actually able to adjust. And we did this by making a Flexitive design that we have now embedded into this design as a new asset. So makes scaling to new sizes a lot easier for you. Can activate a 1:4 as well. I'm just going to jump over to some fixed sizes, activate those here. And again, once you've created that responsive design, as Paul mentioned, it makes making fixed sizes so much easier. So from here, all I need to do is just click, and all these sizes are just going to fall into place for me. There we go. Just give it a second to load in. If I wanted to create a preview page here, really, really simple. Just jump over to preview, hit preview design. Yes, I do want to save my changes. And I've got my first design built here. You can actually also see that fully responsive, the Westworld design that Paul was showing before. You can actually see that fully responsive design as well, what yours would look like, just by clicking here. And in about 3 minutes, I've created a fully responsive Flexitive design. That's step 1. Step 2 would be taking this and creating variations on it. So all I need to do that is just jump in and hook this up to a data feed. So size and position, dynamic design elements. I've got a data feed that I uploaded before coming in here today. So super quickly just connect this in. Looks exactly the same at first, but the main difference is that when I jump out here and I go into this is our kind of homepage view, if I just hit generate here, Flexitive is actually going to automatically create variations based on that master design that I built here using that data feed that I hooked up. So it's going to generate design around, in this case, 6 designs, but you can do hundreds of designs if you want. This is perfect if you've got, say for example, you work in an automotive industry and you need to have different designs for different cars, or if you have, say, multiple locations, you can set up designs specific for each different location. They're all going to automatically get generated for you. One final thing that I did want to really quickly cover. Responsive global assets make it so that if you need to make a change, it can be done with just one small quick change, and it's going to affect all of the designs that responsive global asset is associated with. So I'm jumping into the call to action for the design that I was just working in. It was an adaptivebean.com call to action. I'm just going to change the text here to say order online now. And I've built between that dynamic design production feature as well as just scaling the first design, I've built over 150 designs in about 4 minutes here, 150 different sizes. If I go out now and I take a look at any of those different designs, so exit and we'll jump into the editor for this cold brew coffee version, that order online now call to action is now going to be propagated across all of the different sizes. So don't need to jump into all those different designs. It's all been done for me just with one quick change. So really, really quickly can take that change and scale it across. And that's kind of Flexitive in 5 minutes. So now is, if anyone has any questions, I know there was a lot there, but any questions at all?
Yeah, so I'll ask the first one and then I'll jump into the audience. So Paul, tell us, why did you start this company?
So I worked at Microsoft in the early 2000s in between publishers and agencies and the product teams, and I saw all of the complexity with building designs and distributing them online. And then as the 2010s came, phones, tablets, it just got more complex, and I just thought HTML5 was replacing Flash, and we looked into the benefits of HTML5, and one of those things was responsive design. So I thought if there was any time to create a responsive design platform, this was the chance. Yeah.
And so, because we always have kind of hidden VCs here sitting in our midst. They never tell us who they are, but they're here. Are you guys raising?
Yeah, well, we've done 2 rounds so far, and we'll be raising towards the end of this year or maybe early next year.
So to watch.
Right.
Amazing, fabulous. Okay, any questions? All right, I'm starting at the back.
Guys, follow you too. Here. You
Question, yes.
Hi, so you've got one iteration on the screen. Do you have a data feed solution if the template is the same but the product's changing out? Do you want to tell you?
So just want to make sure I'm understanding the question properly. So the ability to connect a data feed in and automatically create designs, or so what we actually did here was we did use a data feed. So every single one of these designs is connected in through a data feed source. So we just uploaded a CSV, but that could be, there's a couple different formats you can use. Just an Excel file will oftentimes even work. Using that feed, you can just kind of generate the data just with one click. We do also have a live text option which would live update. They're not connected quite now, but that's coming in the future. So for now, you do have the data feed structure like this. Cool.
Any other questions? Yep, right at the corner.
Just really quick, 2 questions. Is there a fee associated with using your platform? And was it safe to say you guys are a CMP, a creative management platform? And if so, how do you differ from the other ones like Celtra or Flash Talking, et cetera?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think, I mean, the creative management platform category is definitely sort of taken off recently. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily a creative management platform, but yeah, we're a responsive design scaling tool. And we're across all design types rather than just ads. So a lot of, we are using an ad as an example, but think of this more as a core design that can go out to any channel that you create.
One more question?
Hi there. What, if any, are the limits for the motion design components of the templates? So if you've got a really heavily motion designed aspect to your advertisement in terms of responsiveness, is there a limit to that?
Yeah, I think, so Rob did some pretty basic animations in this one just because we were trying to build it pretty quickly. You can do more advanced animations in Flexitive, but if you're building anything that's super advanced, like a really highly animated logo, the idea would be to build that in a dedicated animation tool, and then you can embed it into Flexitive as a component, like as a global asset. So where we fit is above a lot of the dedicated tools. Like we'll never be replace Photoshop or Illustrator or an advanced animation tool, but we're about scaling.
And you plug right into DSPs? Are you able to just serve up the agency platform tools and just kind of give them? Is that how it works in terms of getting this to the actual
Yeah, the
market?
cool thing, it was hard to show in 5 minutes, but on the export side, for HTML5 exports is, how many ad servers, Rob? 40 ad servers that you can export to, and it'll actually add the code into the design, into the HTML on export, everything you need to link in, you track your clicks and any metrics, hover states, expansions, that kind of thing, depending on the ad server's capabilities.
And for me, you did a video demo. So how did you do that? And I know you did it, but because I thought that was actually really cool. And again, thinking about global assets and all the crap that we have to work with. So this is a static example, but you can do the same thing with an animated example.
Right. Yeah, I think there was a basic animation in here, and you could actually export this to a video now. So we launched export to video about a month ago. So you can also export to, for use on social media, that kind of thing, where if you're not wanting to export to HTML5. But the same design can be exported to multiple formats.
Well, amazing. Another great Canadian MarTech company. We're so excited that you guys are here. Thank you very much for showing us the tech.